Okay. Good noon, my dear students. Welcome back to Pokerat Online School. I am Shobus Kumar Das, assistant teacher English at Attaka Kiali Pilot Secondary School, Pokethat, Bagirhat. Dear honorable viewers and honorable guardians, my dear students, how are you? I hope you all are sound and safe. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty God. Dear students, today I will take a very interesting class on free handwriting. This class is not only important for the junior level students but also for the students of class 9 and 10. Okay, dear students, please take necessary articles such as notebook, pen, pencil, etc. and let's start our class. Okay, dear students, free handwriting. You know, dear students, first of all, I I want to describe the importance of this free handwriting in your exam. Dear students, you know, to get a good marks, you have to write a lot of free handwriting items in your answer script. To get good marks or to obtain a good figure in your exam, you should write your free handwriting very effectively and very carefully. Okay, dear students, let's start our class. First, I want to describe how to write a good paragraph. In your both papers, first paper and second paper, you have to write paragraphs. So dear students, how to write a good paragraph. Good paragraph. How to write a good paragraph. This is our today's topic, how to write a good paragraph. You know, dear students, in English first paper, you are told to write a paragraph and that is contains 10 marks. And in your second paper, this is the same, 10 marks. Okay, dear students, so in your answer script, you are told to write 2 paragraphs in your first paper and second paper English. Altogether, paragraph has 20 marks. Paragraph has 20 marks in your answer script. To get good marks or at least 80%, at least 80%, that means A plus mark, at least 80% mark, you should write this paragraph very carefully, and this is, you know, this is a very formal writing. Okay, dear students, follow my lecture and try to understand and note the main items. Okay, how to write a good paragraph. Basically, paragraph has 2 parts. Basically, paragraph has 2 parts. A paragraph has has 2 parts. A paragraph has 2 parts. What are they? Do you know? I hope you know. The paragraph has 2 parts. First one, title, and second one, body. So title of the paragraph and body of the paragraph. These 2 basic items of a paragraph. And you know, The precondition. What is the precondition to write a paragraph? Paragraph has some limitations. To write a good paragraph, you should strictly maintain these rules. First of all, the precondition is that the paragraph has only one para. Dear students, in your exam paper or in your answer script, you should not make several paras, because it's a very formal writing. Okay, dear student, I hope you know the paragraph has only one para. To write a good paragraph, you should follow these preconditions strictly to get good marks. This is the precondition to write a good paragraph. The paragraph has only one para, not exceed that. Okay, dear students, this is the precondition. Please note it down in your notebook. Okay, I hope. Please note it down. The sound is okay. This is okay. Okay. Okay, dear students, I hope you have noted it down on your notebook. Now I can erase this. How many para? To write a good paragraph, you should follow how many para? Yes. You know? Now you know. Paragraph has only one para. Okay, dear students, now come to the point. A paragraph has two parts, basic parts of a paragraph, title and body. To get good marks, you should write these two items very carefully and perfectly. Okay? Title. This is the first part. Title. In your question paper, the title of the paragraph will be given. The title. To write title, you can follow. How to write a title? You can follow the rules that I am describing now. Title. To write a title, we can follow these two rules. First one, initial capitalization. First one, to write a title, we should follow this rule, initial capitalization. And the second one, all capitalization. Initial capitalization. In this case, to write a title, initial capitalization, we have to write the primary letter or initial letter of every word should be capital, except conjunction and preposition. That means For example, a journey by boat. Please look at the example. A journey by boat. This is a title. A journey by boat. That means here J, here B, that A, first A. All these three letters are capital letters. Here this is called initial capitalization, except preposition. By, it's a preposition, that's why we can't use capital letter here initially. Okay, dear students, I hope you have understand how to write initial capitalization. To write a title, you should follow these on or these on. These on or these on. To write a good title of a paragraph. Not only paragraph, all types of title writings. All types of title writings, you should follow these two ways. These two ways, initial capitalization or all capitalization. I hope you have understood initial capitalization. How can we use initial capitalization? The primary letter or initial letter should be capital letter, except preposition or conjunction. Preposition or conjunction. Okay, dear students, now come to the point, all capitalization. How can we use these all capitalizations? It's very easy. It's an easy way to write all capitalization, to write a title. Okay, dear students, for example, traffic jam. It's a very well-known paragraph to you. Traffic jam. Traffic jam. This way is initial capitalizations, but when we want to use this way all capitalization, here it would be T R A F F I C J A M. All letters should be capital letters. This is a very easy way. A very interesting and easy way. All letters are capital letters. All letters do be capital letters to write a title. Okay, dear students, I hope you have understood how to write a good title. Dear students, I want to give you another important information for your better learning to write good title, and that is you should not use any type of underline mark. Any type of underline mark. That means here traffic jam, traffic jam. Here you should not use any type of underline marks, because paragraph is a very formal writing. You should not use any casual type of sign. So write a good title, you should remember that we should not use any type of underline mark. In your answer script, we can use color pen. That means blue color or green color. Not except that, better you should use as usual black ballpoint pen to write black color or default color. You should not use any underline mark. I hope you should not use, dear students, another information, you should not use any quotation mark. You should not use any quotation mark in your answer script. Okay, I hope you have understood the title part of a paragraph. Now come to the point, body. Now come to the point, body of the paragraph. Body. This part can be divided into three types. This part, to write a good paragraph, this part can be divided into three types. And what are they? They are topic sentence, second one body, and third one termination. Termination or well termination. Well termination. Please note it down. How to write a body of a paragraph. This is topic sentence, body, and termination. Okay, dear students, please note it down. I hope you have finished. Now, first one, topic sentence. Topic sentence is the first appearance of a paragraph or first look of a paragraph, or this is the eyeball of a paragraph. Can be described as an eyeball of a paragraph. So it is very, very important part of a paragraph. Your good marks depends on this item, topic sentence. So how can we write a good topic sentence of a paragraph? Topic sentence, this is very, very important part of a paragraph. An examiner can easily find out this part of a paragraph and the depth of your paragraph. He can understand to notice your topic sentence. Or after noticing your topic sentence. Okay, dear student. So to get good marks, you should remember how to write a good topic sentence. So what is a topic sentence? What is topic sentence? Topic sentence is a sentence. This is the first or second sentence of a paragraph, and it should be very, very relevant. It should be very, very relevant to the topic. Very, very relevant to the topic. For example, load shedding or traffic jam is a great problem in our country. This is a cause and effect paragraph, dear students, but most of the students of our classes, we find that they starts as Bangladesh is a country of problems. Among all these problems, load shedding or traffic jam is the greatest one. And so on. This is the example. Okay, dear students, Bangladesh is a country of problems. Among all these problems, load shedding or traffic jam is the greatest one. Here, if we read this paragraph, firstly, the title would be, this paragraph, the title would be Problems of Bangladesh. Title would be according to this topic sentence, the title would be Problems of Bangladesh. But our title is load shedding or traffic jam. So this is not a good topic sentence. And this is very poor English. This is very poor English. And that's why our student can't get good marks, at least 80% marks. So they get only 6 or 7 out of 10 for this, because this is a very poor English. So how can we overcome this problem? We face this problem, but don't know how to overcome this problem or how to improve our writing skill. To improve our writing skill, we should follow that the topic sentence should be very relevant to the topic, and this would be the first line of a paragraph. So we can write this: the traffic jam is a load shedding is a great problem in our country, and every day we are facing it, or we are well known to as an urban or rural citizen, and so on, or it has taken a major part of all the national dailies, etc. So this would be the better one. So dear students, topic sentence, the first sentence of a paragraph, and it would be very relevant to the topic, and it should be multi-questioning angled. Question and question should be multi-questioning angled, and the answer of all these questions that build up your body of the paragraph. So dear students, your topic sentence should be very relevant to the topic, very precise and perfect, and simple English. You should use simple English to write topic sentence to get good marks. You can use apposition or appositive to write a topic sentence, and it should be multi-questioning angled, and the answers of all questions that build up your body of the paragraph. Okay, dear student, I hope you have understand how to write topic sentence. This is very relevant you should use simple English or simple sentence pattern to write topic sentence, and this is you should use, or you can use appositive or case of apposition to write the topic sentence, and that would be multi-questioning angled. That means we can, or you can question and in several ways, and the answer, all the answers of the questions that build up your body of the paragraph. Okay, dear student, I hope you have understood. Now come to the point, body. Topic sentence. Now body. Body. Dear students, I have already discussed topic sentence, that would be multi-questioning angled. So dear students, all the questions that a reader or an examiner can produce in his or her mind, all the answers of these questions that build up the body of your paragraph or of the paragraph. Now come to the point, topic sentence, then the developing form or improved form of topic sentence that improves or that develops body. Now the termination. Termination. Okay, dear students, termination. Termination. What is termination? Termination, that means conclusion of a paragraph. Conclusion of a paragraph. How to terminate or how to conclude this paragraph. This way is called termination, or use well termination to write a good paragraph. Dear students, termination is the reflection of topic sentence. Reflection of a topic sentence. To write a good termination or better termination, you have to follow your topic sentence of the paragraph. Then you can write a good termination to terminate your paragraph. So okay, dear students, today I have discussed how to write a good paragraph. After finishing my class, I hope you have understood to gain ability to write a good paragraph in your answer script. That means first paper and second paper answer script, and you will be able to get at least 80% marks for your exam paper. You should not use any unnecessary information to prolong to your speech or prolong to your paragraph. You should not bother with this unnecessary information to reach your or to enrich your paragraph. Okay, dear student, your paragraph should be precise and in rich English. You should use rich English, okay, to get good marks. Remember that. Okay, dear students, to write a good paragraph, you have to follow these 4 items: title, and topic sentence, body, and termination. After doing all these things, you will be able to get good marks. This class is not beneficial for class 9 and 10 students. I hope all secondary level students should follow this rule to get good marks in your answer script. Okay, dear students, I want to remind you again a paragraph. How to write a good paragraph? Paragraph has one precondition, and paragraph has only one para, not exceed one para. Paragraph should have only one para. Then you have to write a good title. Title. How can title? To write a good title, we can follow two ways: initial capitalization and all capitalization. Initial capitalization, that means first letter or words of first letters would be capital, except conjunction and preposition. Now all capitalization, that means all letters of the title would be capital letters. Now come to the point. Body. Body consists of three items: topic sentence, body, and word termination. Topic sentence is the eyeball of a paragraph, and it should be very relevant to the topic and precise. And to write a good topic sentence, you can use appositive or very simple English. Very simple English. That means sentence structure, simple sentence structure. Okay, and it would be multi-questioning angled. Then you can develop your body of the paragraph. To write your body, you should not prolong to your paragraph with unnecessary information. You should not prolong to your paragraph with unnecessary information. You should take precise or just information to enrich your paragraph or to depth your paragraph. And then come to termination. Your termination or conclusion should be reflection of your topic sentence. Okay, dear students, this is the end of my today's class. See you next Wednesday at 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. Until then, thank you very much, and once again, stay home and be safe, and use and follow all the rules of hygiene, health and hygiene, and wear masks when you go out, and be safe, and pray for me. Thank you very much. Especially thank my end of my class. Especially I will give thanks to Shazal sir and Nazmul sir, and once again thanks to Pokrat Online School. Thank you very much.